Guys, good evening. Apologies for the small delay. We did miss qualifying. Unfortunately, there was a problem on setting up the stream, but we got QVR Verstappen on pole position for what is the pre-season to the Liga Europe Formula 2 Championship. And I am Ivor Bryn Mike. I'm used to doing F1. First time commentating over F2, so we'll see how this goes. But QVR Verstappen takes pole ahead of Lando. Both of the high-tech cars up there on the front row. Then we got the two car lanes of Campbell, Toxic, Ryan, Miami, Jordan, Bembo, Cloudy Cloud, Jasper, Kieran, Ibo, Mushroom, Ghost Recon, and rounding out the back of the grid. Unfortunately, just went a little bit too quick. Apologies once again for the slight delay on setting up the stream, guys. I don't know, it just would not broadcast when I wanted it to, which is incredibly unfortunate. But yeah, sometimes technical difficulties like this happen, and yeah, it is what it is. We got Alt Maverick in the chat saying Lando Bottle. Now, obviously, of course, we have the feature race and the sprint race for you guys here tonight. And what a track to do with that. Zandvoort, of all places, here in the Netherlands. And overtaking is going to be difficult here. It's not a track that usually promotes good overtaking opportunities. But, I mean, we'll see how these guys get on with default setups as we have the formation lap underway now. So I believe we got the sprint race up first, I believe. Just quickly double check. Like I said, guys, my first time commentating over F2, so getting used to some of the F2 rules. We'll take a little bit of time, but we'll persevere. And we'll see how it all goes. So, I believe it's the the sprint race and the feature race. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys. But that is what I think it is, anyway. And then, of course, we got reverse grids. Reverse grids for the top 8, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. 15 guys here in the lobby, and it was Rocco there in 15th, so he was the man at the back of the pack. So Verstappen and Lando will lock out the front row in the high-tech car. Then we got Campbell and Toxic. Interestingly, this season in the F2, it has been expanded, so we now have two divisions now in F2. Two lobbies, double the action, double the fun, double the racing, and double the F2 madness as we wait for everyone now to line up on the grid slots, and we'll get this race underway. We got Rocco now coming into his grid spot, and now we await those 5 red lights to get the preseason underway. Lights are out and we are underway. The typical Co-Masters glitch already happened, but what a fantastic start there for XL Ryan, getting all the way up into 4th, looking around the outside of Toxic, the car ahead. Don't worry about the graphics. He is in 4th as we scroll through everyone. Oh, a bit of contact there between Kieran and Bembo. And Bembo there has gone for a half spin and will drop back to last place. Meanwhile, towards the front, Lando all over the back of Verstappen. And he's not going to try anything into here, obviously. Nah, it would be a very silly thing to do. Of course, default setups for everyone here as we got Kieran with a bit of a late half lunge here on Miami as the Codemasters glitch finally sorting itself out, and now we have the correct standards as Rocco and Ghost side by side. I believe we got Mushroom and Kieran side by side, and it's a fantastic move there from Mushroom if he can get it done. Oh, Kieran they're using in the back end, and that's Jasper through. Jasper up into the 9th. Fantastic stuff there from Jasper, but Kieran's going to try and hang it around the outside to no avail though. Back up towards the front. Lando starting to close in on Verstappen, getting right underneath that gearbox as we got Ryan getting through on Toxic there. So Ryan now up into 3rd place as we got Cloudy Cloud into the pits. Is this going to be for a front wing change? Yes, it is. Front wing and the soft compound, medium compound tyres, maybe? I don't know. Is it the soft or the mediums going on? I believe we'll have the soft tyres on. Yes, that is correct. We will have the soft tyres on, as I believe we just scrolled past a side-by-side moment between Jasper and Kieran. Well, maybe Rocco there trying to get in there. Rocco Reggae in 11th right now, trying to get ahead as we got Kieran and Jasper side by side. And we'll go aboard with Rocco, who's looking at the back of this battle, thinking, let me have a piece of this action, as he will close up to the back of Kieran, but not close enough to make a move for the time being. Well, Miami on the back of Jordan. We got Mushroom not too far behind, and there we go. Rocco looks like he's finally decided to make that move down the inside of Kieran into the banked final corner, and it is a fantastic move from Rocco, but Kieran's going to come straight back with a slipstream around the outside of turn 1. Is he able to do it? No, Kieran there has to settle for 11th. Well, up towards the front, looks like Toxic putting Ryan under pressure, and can Toxic get this done? Gonna stick behind the man in the pink car, who is just ahead. I'm gonna see pink, and I'm gonna keep thinking it's as we got Miami there down the inside of Jordan. I'm gonna see pink and think Racing Point, but it's not Racing Point, it's Race Lab. So we got Rocco. He has managed to get through on Jasper as well. So Rocco Reggae now a bit of clear air to try and catch up to Mushroom in 8th, as we got Jordan and Miami still scrapping it out for P6. Well, looks like Lando starting to drop it back a little bit from Verstappen, but he will have DRS. I'll close him back in, but Toxic may be the one more likely to make a move. He moves to the inside of turn 1, outbreaks Ryan into turn 1, and is he going to be able to get the move done? They're still side by side, and they are keeping it clean. Oh, a bit of a back end snap there from Toxic, and into Ryan he'll go, and that gives you opportunity now for Campbell to perhaps have a look. Does Ryan have wing damage? That's the question now. Doesn't look like it. He does look very fast in a straight line. Oh yeah, he does have wing damage. Yeah, so Ryan missing a bit of his front wing will possibly come into the pits at the end of this lap. So Toxic's mistake. Does Toxic have wing damage by any chance? No, he doesn't. Toxic without wing damage, so he loses the back end, but it's Ryan who suffers the consequences of it with that front wing damage, and he will be in to replace it. I can assure you of that. Meanwhile, Rocco all over the back of Mushroom, and this is going to be the battle for P8, which will turn into the battle of P7 once Ryan comes into the pits, and who knows when we'll see everyone else into the pits, as we got a back end snap there from Mushroom. And now Rocco Reggae will be lining this up through the bank corner. Look at the drive, he gets out the penultimate corner there and through the bank corner. He's going to close up drastically now with DRS. He's going to look around the outside. Rocco Reggae with a fantastic move there around the outside, gets it done. And I believe we got Kieran and Bembo also side by side. Kieran get himself back up into 11th place. So Ghost is into the pits, and we got Lando now over the back of Verstappen. Now this is a big battle. XL versus QVR right here. Lando versus Verstappen. As you just see Lando, he's just putting QVR Verstappen under enough pressure to maybe force an error, but Verstappen, a very composed driver, it'll be difficult to force an error out of him. But Lando, he just needs good drives out of these crucial corners to really put the race lead under threat here. And he is just outside 3/10, and DRS will help him close. Is he going to be close enough for the lunge? He is going to be close, but not close enough. He didn't want to get into that slipstream, which is unfortunate there. Meanwhile, we got Ryan now into the pits for a front wing change and a fresh set of tyres. As QVR Campbell still looking at the back of Toxic there. And of course we got this freeway battle now between Bembo, Kieran and Jasper for the tail end of the top 10. As Kieran doesn't look like he's got a good run compared to Bembo there, but Toxic and Ghost picking up 3-second time penalties. That isn't going to help their cause later in the race. And Lando now with DRS, is he going to be close enough? Not quite, but surely the move's coming soon. If it's not this lap, I think he'll peel off into the pits, and he may actually just peel off into the pits now. Yes, he does. He ducks out into the pits here. So XL Lando into the pits. As we got Kieran and Bembo there side by side, as Bembo gets through on Kieran. Now we're starting to see the pit stops coming in, and Ryan right now with that front wing change, he has come out ahead of Ibo and Ghost Recon, so that's good for Ryan that he's got a bit of fresh air to push into. He's not going to be close, however, to Lando or his teammate Miami, who's just exiting the pit lane now. So Miami comes out. Let's see what the gap is. Is it going to be around, yeah, just under 10 seconds the gap between Ryan and Miami, as Bembo they may be experiencing a few connection issues. We got the X above his name, and that's not what we like to see. But he's gonna, oh, he had a little peek down the inside of Jasper there, but the X above his name is going to make this very difficult for Kieran unless he just goes through him. But hopefully Bembo does not lag. Oh no, Bembo has left the session. As we got Lando now catching up to the back of this traffic, and he'll be wanting to dispatch this ASAP as he sets a purple middle sector there for XL Lando. But he's going to go straight through on Kieran. Kieran does not fight and knows that is not his battle, as Jordan is now into the pits as well. As Lando there trying to take as much slipstream as possible from Jasper, who also comes into the pits along with Kieran. So Mushroom and Bembo, the only drivers who started on the softs to have not pitted yet. Although Bembo, I'm pretty sure he would have followed the other two lads into the pits. He would have followed Jasper and Kieran in if he didn't lag out of the session. But now we're starting to see a few gaps start to form. Closest battle that we have is this one between Kieran and Jasper. So we'll stay on board with Kieran while he tries to close up to the man ahead. And I'm just gonna quickly double check. Yeah, it is the ART. That's why I wanted to double check. So, Jasper in the ART under serious pressure from the man in the Prima car, and that is Kieran. You will be seeing me scroll through some of these names. Sometimes I forget the F2 cars and what the names are, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of it as we got Mushroom now into the pits and Bembo in behind, so that releases Lando, Jordan, Ryan, and we'll see what the gap is with oh, what's going on with, I thought Bembo came into the pits. He just essentially stopped on, oh right, he's lagged. That confused me. Bembo came into the pits and lagged out on track, so he was just there in the middle of the pit straight for my eyes and for yours as well, as he's left the session again. So Bembo there struggling severely with connection issues. As once again Jasper under some serious pressure once again from Kieran, and this is the closest battle. We do have Lando, who is closing up to the back of Rocco Reggae for fourth. If that gap starts to get closer, we will revert up to the front. Same with Ryan and Jordan right there for the battle for 7th place. We've also got Ghost about to ghost through the ghosted car of Bembo, and try saying that 5 times fast with the amount of ghosts involved there. But Kieran closing up, not close enough to make a move, and that's the issue for Kieran right now. He's just not getting close enough to make a move. However, I believe we just lost a car up ahead. Or was that Cloudy Cloud? I think it was Cloudy Cloud. Yep, Cloudy Cloud has gone for a half spin, which is heartbreaking as Ghost does overtake Bembo's car there. That positive, the lag is doing wonders. I'm sure we saw Bembo rejoin and go into the pits, then he lagged out of the pits, and now his ghosted car has come back into the pits and put on a fresh set of mediums. We're seeing a madness go on today for Bembo. So we got Kieran there just having a bit of a back end snap. Unfortunately, I don't have the track map up as of yet, so I can't tell you the numbers of the corners right now, but I will get the track map up for the feature race. And we got Bembo in the chat saying his internet is bad. Did he pit for mediums? Yes, you are on the medium compound tyres, as we've lost Cloudy Cloud. Well, I was just looking at the chat, I missed that completely. So Cloudy Cloud out of the race. Bembo in the chat apologising for his internet connection. We got Ryan now just outside of a second of Jordan. The battle for 7th starting to spice up a bit. Lando still closing in on Rocco Reggae, and Bembo has rejoined the session. He will be rejoining in last on track, but Cloudy Cloud retiring from the session. Like I said, I wasn't sure what happened. I quickly looked away for 2 seconds as Verstappen gets a 5 second speeding in the pit lane. QVR Verstappen has sped in the pit lane and has picked himself up a 5 second time penalty to boot, and Lando has already got a fantastic advantage in terms of just time he's gained, and Verstappen all the way down into 5th. And I'm wondering, did he have a front wing change by any chance? I know he's picked up a 5-second time penalty. I'm not sure if he had to serve that straight away, but he has lost a decent amount of time to the guys that he was battling. I mean, look at that. He's lost 7, 9, over 10 seconds to Lando, and he's lost a good 5 seconds to Campbell. So Verstappen having issues here, as we got Ryan now on the back of Jordan for 6th place. And can Ryan get this move done? As Toxic picking himself up a 5-second time penalty as well. Now let's go up to the front to see if he has to serve that right away. No, he doesn't. So maybe a front wing change is the reason Verstappen dropped down so far. As we got this lovely freeway battle brewing up. Rocco, Reggae, Ryan and Jordan. And once again we got Kieran on the back of Jasper. Is he going to finally commit to a move? No, he's not. He's going to stick behind the man in the ART. Well, back up towards this battle for P6. Rocco trying to use the advantage of those soft compound tyres. Is he going to be able to get the job done? Can Ryan get the job done? He's closing right up, and is that Ibo? Ibo's around. Ibo has gone for a spin, and that's not what you like to see, as we got Rocco and Ryan both looking to try and make moves. Ryan trying to make a move on Jordan. Rocco trying to make a move on Ryan. And it's going to get a little bit spicy now, as DRS is opened once again. And is Kieran going to be close enough? Oh, he is. He's going to try it down the inside. Jasper leaving him the room. Side by side, these two are going to be dicing it out for a few more laps to come. I can tell you that for shooters. Verstappen there with the fastest lap, a 1:20.9. As Jasper able to hold on to P10, defend from Kieran, but back up towards this battle. Ryan down the inside of Jordan, and Rocco gonna follow him through. Oh, it's very close between them, but Rocco Reggae gets ahead and gets that position. Now Ryan has to defend from Rocco, as we got Miami on the back of Verstappen. I believe Verstappen has overtaken Miami, so I have missed that battle whilst looking at this freeway battle, so I do apologise for that, Verstappen. I know that would have been a nice move that you would have wanted me to capture, but unfortunately was not able to capture it on this occasion. Verstappen making fine progress as he tries to move his way up the order. Lap 14 of 19, and we have Toxic. He's trying to close up to Lando, but with that penalty he is going to lose second as it stands to Campbell. As Toxic there with the new fastest lap, a 20.7 there in the Carlin. Right now it is looking like it is going to be Lando on the top step. Toxic and Campbell will be swapping positions, I would say. Oh, actually Toxic could lose out big time. 8 seconds of penalties. So it could be Miami up there on the podium. If he can keep up his pace, Miami could be sniffing the podium here. As we got Rocco Reggae still trying to close up to the back of Ryan here for P6. This is the closest battle that we have on track, apart from the battle with Kieran and Jasper, but they've been dueling like that for the entire race. And I believe Rocco will be more inclined to make a move than Kieran is at the moment. So staying on board with Rocco Reggae. He's going to look for a brilliant run out of the penultimate corner to set himself up with DRS to possibly make a move on XL Ryan. Is he going to be close enough to do it? Out of the bank in they come. DRS wide open for Rocco Reggae, but he's just not close enough. So he'll have to stick behind the man in the pink car, in the, I believe, what is it again? It is the Race Lab. I was going to say Racing Point. I did stop myself. I did stop myself, guys, don't worry. But Rocco still stuck behind the Race Lab ahead as Verstappen picks himself up another time penalty. And the more they pick up in terms of penalties, the more it's going to bring this battle between Ryan and Rocco into play. So they need to be a little bit more careful on the track limits here. But Verstappen right now still holding on to what will be a 5th place as Rocco there picks up a 3-second time penalty, and that will help out Ryan a little bit. He may not feel too bad if Rocco gets past now. But speaking of someone who's finally managed to get past, it is Kieran. He's managed to get ahead of Jasper. So Kieran now into 10th place, Jasper in 11th, and I think Rocco side by side with Ryan, and oh, it's a lovely move there from Rocco Reggae. But he's got 3 laps to pull out, 3 seconds. Is he going to be able to do it? He does have, I'd say, the better pace right now on those soft tyres, but is he going to be able to get the job done? Meanwhile, Jasper is going to look at the outside of Kieran for 10th place. Is Kieran going to fight it back? He does stick to the inside, but it looks like Jasper may have to run. Actually, no, Kieran's still there, keeping it side by side. This is fantastic stuff between these two fantastic drivers, still side by side as they run up to the first sector split, and Jasper tucks in behind Kieran. So for right now it is Kieran holding on to P10, and unfortunately Rocco Reggae goes a little bit deep, and that's open things up for Ryan there to try and make a move, but Ryan just could not get the move done. However, he will be extremely close to Rocco Reggae as they run down the pit straight out of the bank, and DRS wide open for Ryan, who moves to the inside. And Rocco gonna outbrake him to swoop around the outside. They're still wheel to wheel. Rocco and Ryan still side by side. This is fantastic stuff as we go into the banked left-hander. I don't know what corner it is. I think it's 3 or 4. Like I said, guys, I will get a track map up in a few minutes after this race is over and done with. But for right now, Rocco Reggae holding on to 6th, but Ryan doing exactly what he needs to jump Rocco Reggae on that 3-second time pen. And it looks like Kieran now starting to stretch his legs away from Jasper. So this battle is the closest one, as we got Ryan once again with DRS going around the outside there of Rocco Reggae. Gets the move done, but Rocco should have the DRS to come back at Ryan on the run down into turn 1 as we go for the bank in one more time. The race leader is on his final lap. These two are about to be on the final lap, and it is Rocco to the outside. Ryan holds the inside, and I think Ryan may be able to get there. No, Rocco there with a lovely bit of traction mid-corner. Gets alongside, gets the traction, and gets past XL Ryan there. As Ryan is doing enough. He doesn't have to win on track to get that position. But speaking of win on track, where is Lando? He's coming into the final sector now, so we'll stay on board with XL Lando as he comes through the final few corners. It has been a fantastic race from Lando. His strategy was perfect and he has made zero mistakes in terms of picking up penalties, and he'll cross the line in first place. XL Lando there doing the job, as Toxic will cross the line in second, but will lose that to Campbell. Verstappen unfortunately won't be able to keep a hold of P4, but can Miami get the podium? Miami, no, he misses out by 3 seconds. And now Ryan and Rocco Reggae. We know Ryan's going to jump in. Ryan up into 6th, and then we got Jordan in 8th. Jordan wasn't too far off that penalty from Rocco, mind, so a bit more battling with Ryan, and he could have lost that, as we got Mushroom there coming across the line in 9th, and Ibo there a lap down coming across the line just ahead of Mushroom. And now we got Kieran, Jasper and Ghost Recon coming for the final few corners now. Kieran will take P10, Jasper will take 11th, and Ghost Recon will cross the line to take P12. And now I'm going to try and get a track map up real quick, but Rocco gets the driver of the day from the game. Unfortunately, I'm going to give it to Lando. No mistakes whatsoever from that lad. And it's fantastic. Fantastic to see, as no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do an update. I'm good. I'll do it later. But yeah, Lando up there on the top step of the podium. And it was close in the first stint between himself and Verstappen, but for some reason Verstappen losing a lot of time in the pit stop and picking up that 5-second time penalty, it just led to more mistakes from QVR Verstappen. So once again we'll go through the featured race one more time. So it is Lando in first, ahead of Campbell in second, Toxic third, Miami fourth, Verstappen fifth, Ryan in sixth, Rocco Reggae in 7th, 8th goes to Jordan ahead of Mushroom in 9th, and Kieran will take 10th place ahead of Jasper in 11th, Ghost in 12th, Bembo Gaming, who I hope will have his internet sorted for the feature race, or maybe it's a sprint race, I can't quite remember which was first, but Bembo in 13th, Ibo in 14th, and Cloudy Cloud, unfortunately our only DNF runner here today. So now we go with the reverse for the top 8 as we go into the second phase of the racing here. So I'm going to bring up the track map just so I got a little bit more information about what corner is what. Right, yeah, there we go. There we go. 4.2 kilometers. Love to see it. 14 corners. And I believe this might be this is probably the sprint race then. Huh. Not gonna lie, guys, I thought the featured race would was a bit longer. That's why I was a little bit confused. I thought that would have been the sprint race. So there goes my my lack of knowledge there in terms of F2. But Jordan, the man on man out in front right now. So we'll get everything back up again. Fortunately, guys, you know, as I said, it's my first time commentating F2. I didn't think the preseason would be this quick, fast approaching, so haven't had much time to do much research on the F2 side of things, but when it comes to the next preseason race, I will be all caught up. I will be where I want to be in terms of knowledge. For the second race, fortunately, we'll have to bear with me on this one because I am waffling like you have never seen before. So it is Jordan ahead of Rocco, ahead of Ryan, top 8, reverse order for the top 8. And we're going to wait for those 5 red lights to get us underway for the sprint race here for the Liga Europe F2 pre-season race at Zandvoort. 5 red lights, they are out and we are underway. 13 laps await these drivers as we have the standard glitch once again as Ryan's already up into second place. We got Frankie in the chat supporting Jasper, and Frankie, a long time LOE supporter, always in the chat. It's always great to see him in the chat, as well as we got Miami and Campbell there switching positions, and Lando going down the other side. Yes, Jasper's around. Jasper on a half spin there, and so's Kieran. Have these two made contact with each other? They were joint at the hip in the previous race. I think they might have been just a little bit too joint at the hip once again, and this time it did not work out well for him. But 13 laps of Zandvoort, and right now it looks like cloudy cloud. That is a bit of a... that is a lie. That is not 300ths of a second. But Ryan getting through on Jordan there. So Ryan now up into the race lead. Rocco Reggae looking at the back of Jordan for second. Meanwhile, we got Lando getting through on Mushroom there for P8. And Miami up next for XL Lando. But we'll see if he's able to get the move done. Meanwhile, we got Rocco Reggae closing in on Jordan, and maybe try around the outside. No, he's going to try for the switchback there. Through turn 1, he's got the better traction, but not able to get alongside far enough to make it work. Jordan holding on to second place right now as he's actually... Rocco Reggae a little bit under pressure from Toxic there. Trying to have a look around the outside of turn 3. So Toxic having a little sneaky look around the outside. As everyone starts to bunch up, we do have the standard Codemaster timing glitch, as looks like Rocco and yeah, but everything seems to have sorted itself out again now. A lot of close racing out on track, but here goes Lando to the inside of Miami at turn 10, and Campbell and Verstappen up ahead. The QVR lads battling out for 5th. Lando, he's on the outside, he's being squeezed, and Lando able to get done, or is he? Because Miami may look for the better run out the corner but can't get. But Campbell losing out to Verstappen, who is now up into 5th place. So Verstappen looking to make some progress up the order. Meanwhile, We have Toxic, Rocco trying to get past Jordan as soon as possible. And Rocco to the outside. And Jordan there is going to try and sneak back to the inside, but unable to do so. And that's allowed Toxic to go around the outside as well. So Jordan losing 2 spots in one corner. And that is not what you like to see. Meanwhile, Verstappen getting close and personal to the back of Jordan there. And now Verstappen will try to get his way past Jordan. And is he going to look down the inside? Surely not. He's pushing Jordan through these corners. Verstappen just can't get away through at the moment and needs to be patient, or he could lose out massively. Meanwhile, Ebo gets through as, oh no, Cloudy has gone. I think Cloudy just maybe not used to the track, maybe didn't put enough time into practicing, and unable to get it done. Meanwhile, we got Verstappen now getting through on Jordan. This side by side is 2 by 2 like Noah's Ark. Lando and Campbell. Lando making a move on Campbell, and Verstappen getting past Jordan there. DRS is enabled now, so Jordan should be able to come back, and he's got a fantastic run out the final corner. He's tucked right into the slipstream, and here he goes to the inside for turn 1. Jordan, is he going to be able to get this done? As Verstappen looks to go swooping around the outside. Meanwhile, Lando and Campbell still side by side. Bit of contact between them as they start to bang tyres against each other, as Rocco and Toxic there having a little bit of a song and dance there for P2. But Verstappen, Jordan, Lando, Campbell and Miami. This is going to be a big old duel as Lando sends it down the inside of Jordan into turn 7, and now again into turn 8, and he's got it down, and Campbell follows him straight through, and there goes Miami as well. Jordan there, oh no, Miami there has a back end snap, so that saves Jordan, but Jordan was on the verge of losing 3 positions in just 2 corners. As Toxic side by side with Rocco Reggae. Toxic now up into 2nd place. Ooh, I need to catch my breath, but the action is not stopping, and neither shall I. As Toxic picks up a 3-second time penalty, Rocco will be loving life right now because he has the DRS, he has the overspeed, he is going to be able to take P2 ahead of Toxic, who actually manages to keep it down the inside, and that's allowing Verstappen to close back in, as Campbell and Lando once again have a bit of a ding dong for P5 out there. Whew, Miami all over the back of Jordan for 7th, and Mushroom being caught by Ghost Recon, so Mushroom under pressure from Ghost Recon here. A lot of battling going on up and down the order, a lot of close battling as well. The battle for 2nd place, Toxic not too far off the back of Ryan as well, and that's towing Rocco Reggae and Verstappen along. Lando, he's just about got DRS, but needs to hope for a good final sector here to really close up and get in that DRS window, and he has got a fantastic final sector, and now he will be comfortably in the DRS range of Verstappen. He may not be close enough to make a move, but he will be able to get towed along down this main straight, and Toxic there in the Carlin, a fastest lap of a 21.2. He goes a bit deep, and no moves being made, but Miami gets the job done on Jordan, so Miami now up into 7th, and we'll see if Jordan can fight back. He's not going to be able to fight back at this moment in time. Meanwhile, Verstappen is closing up to Rocco. And Ryan now under serious pressure for the race lead, as Toxic is right on his tail and Verstappen is right on Rocco Reggae's tail. And Verstappen not going to make a move. Lando right there, right behind his teammate as well. Let's have a look at a overview shot of this battle, shall we say. Look at how close everyone is. The top 6 all in DRS of each other, as Lando sets the fastest lap, who has dropped QVR Campbell there, as we got everyone bunching up into turn 1 trying to jockey for position. And for Toxic, he needs to get past Ryan. He can't sit behind him. He needs to get past him and try to open the gap. And he is closing up to Ryan, but he's just not close enough to make a move. All these guys just not close enough to make a move. Meanwhile, Campbell now dropping out of DRS range of the cars ahead. He's losing contact with these trains. But Verstappen, is he going to be close enough? No, not close enough. But here goes Toxic now. DRS, he's going to move to the inside. But no, he's going to stick behind Toxic there, not wanting to commit to a move. Wants a second bit of DRS, but Lando, they're getting past Verstappen, because Verstappen is around. Verstappen around, losing countless positions. And I'm not sure if any contact was made or whether he just lost it on the curb. Easily done if you lose it on the curb, but heartbreak for Verstappen. And here goes Toxic now, around the outside of turn 1 on XL. Ryan, who's going to hold the inside. Is he going to be able to keep ahead of Toxic as they run through turns 2 and 3? No, here's Toxic who takes the race lead away from XL Ryan. And that's crucial. XL Ryan right now, he was starting to cause a bit of a train. He definitely does not have the same pace as these guys up ahead, right behind him. He definitely has the bit of a pace disadvantage to these guys behind him, but Ryan was doing such a good job of just holding the lead, and hopefully now Ryan can keep in tabs and not drop back through the field. Lando now all over the back. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Rocco, and this is for the final spot on the podium. I know Toxic has a penalty, but if Toxic can somehow pull away from Ryan, this makes this battle more and more interesting. But here goes Lando. Is he going to think about a lunge? No, he doesn't, but maybe a better exit. Oh, Ryan gets a little bit out of shape. Loses the spot to Rocco Reggae, and here goes Lando down the inside. We're going both with Campbell, who has to get out of it completely to avoid hitting Lando. But Lando now, oh, a little bit of contact, and that's Ryan off. Ryan losing it on traction, into the wall goes XL Ryan, and that's going to allow his teammate to go swooping past his Lando. And Campbell very close, with Campbell now up into 3rd place, taking advantage of the mistakes as Lando getting on the grass there, dirt rally style, but that is not going to help him at all. He loses the back end, drifts through turns 8, and he's lost a lot of time now to Campbell, and this is perfect for Toxic. He is now on course for a podium. However, he'll want to minimise the effects of that 3-second time penalty, so he's going to be looking to try and pull away. He's going to hope that Campbell and Rocco begin to fight for 2nd place. But can Campbell keep within touching distance? He does not have DRS. But Miami does, as he closes in on XL Ryan. Oh, smart driving from XL Ryan there. Knows that he's not going to be close enough to make the move, so just moves over to the racing line ever so slightly just to avoid a dive around the outside. So Ryan there using his head as we got Verstappen trying to get past on Jordan, similar to how we saw at the start of this race as Ghost on the back of Mushroom for P9. Jasper at the moment all the way down in 11th, 20 seconds off the back of the car ahead as Lando picks himself up a 3-second time penalty, and that is costly. That's costly for Lando. It could mean that he loses a further 2 spots as Miami once again closing up to XL Ryan, but not able to make the move as they go through the final couple of corners. Turns 11 and 12 now into 13 and the bank corner of 14. Looks like Verstappen has had a bit of a half spin because now he's under pressure from Mushroom. So Verstappen in 8th under pressure for 8th from Mushroom and from Ghost, who actually dives it into the pits, actually just completely speeds into the pits and retires from the race. What's that all about? Ghost Recon, what have you done? Hopefully Ghost will come in the chat and try to explain what's happened there. You hate to see that kind of stuff. Driver just losing patience, jumping into a pits, and yeah, he's immediately left the session. Ghost not happy with something. Hopefully he can let us know what it is, but right now Miami still on the back of Ryan for P5, and Lando with that 3-second time penalty trying to extend his advantage to Ryan and Miami as much as he can so he doesn't lose P4. But Rocco Reggae now under pressure from QVR Campbell for 2nd place, and at the moment this is in fact for the race lead as Toxic has built the gap. Is 1.8 seconds, but he's 1.2 seconds off what he needs to win this race, and now the battle for essentially the race win is on here as Rocco Reggae and QVR Campbell about to do battle here at Zandvoort with 2 laps to go. Predictions in the chat right now. Who is going to win this sprint race? Is it going to be Toxic? Is it going to be Rocco? Is it going to be Campbell? Let me know in the chat. As Campbell there, oh no, with a 3-second time penalty there for QVR Campbell. And I think that is all she wrote for the man in the car then, as he tries to make the move on Rocco. And what this is doing, Campbell, he's playing the team game now. Playing the team game, he wants to try and help Toxic get that 3-second gap if needed. But here we go, guys, onto the final lap. Will it be Toxic? Will it be Rocco Reggae? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? As Verstappen. Oh, Lando there, just letting him go. Oh no, Campbell and Rocco there. We are front right to side pod there, both getting dragged off, and that has given Toxic the race win as long as he doesn't pick up another penalty. Miami and Ryan still close to each other on track. One mistake could be all she wrote, as we got, I believe that's Cloudy Cloud. Oh no, that was Jasper getting a little bit out of shape. So Jasper getting out of shape. We got just a few battles left. Oh, Campbell, he's lost a lot of time. And now will he lose another 2 spots perhaps? Maybe not on track, but he definitely will on penalties, as we got Toxic coming through the final few corners as Verstappen gets through on Lando. But Toxic now around the final corner comes to the line to take victory here as Ryan gets through on Campbell, as does Miami. This is going to be a photo finish here. Ryan and Miami. Oh, 1/10 of, 1/100th of a second between Miami and Ryan. It is Ryan who gets onto the podium. Rocco Reggae in second place, Miami fourth, Campbell in fifth, Verstappen in sixth, Jordan in seventh, Lando in eighth, as we got Mushroom now coming to the line, and this will be for P9, and we'll have Jasper coming towards the line now for what will surely be 10th place, as Bembo's ghosted cars aren't going to be able to do anything about it, and we wait now for Cloudy Cloud and Kieran to cross the line. Cloudy Cloud will come up in 12th, and Kieran now crosses the line in 13th and smashes into the wall for good effect. And driver of the day goes to Toxic. And do I agree with the game? Do I? I mean, I kind of want to agree with it, but Rocco done such a fantastic job all race, and if it wasn't for the contact between him and Campbell, it could be Rocco Reggae on that top step of the podium. So I'm kind of leaning more to giving it the driver of the day to Rocco Reggae on that one. But it is Toxic there on the top step of the podium. Rocco Reggae in second, and XL Ryan narrowly clinching the final step on the podium. And there it is, as we got Toxic, our race winner, ahead of Rocco, ahead of Ryan. Miami in fourth, Campbell in fifth, Verstappen sixth, Jordan in seventh, Lando getting eighth, ninth for Mushroom, 10th for Jasper, 11th for Bembo, 12th for Cloudy Cloud, Kieran in 13th, Ibo in 14th, and Ghost Recon, who we are confused. We don't know what exactly happened to Ghost Recon there. Maybe we'll get a word from him, but there we go. Toxic gets the best of this pre-season race, and it's not. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I kind of feel like I didn't do a good enough job on commentary. My lack of F2 really shining through here in the first pre-season race, but I will assure you that I will do my homework for the next pre-season race and give you the comms that I feel that you guys deserve. But yeah, I believe that is going to bring an end to this pre-season race at Zandvoort. We will be back next week, I believe. Yeah, I believe we'll be back next week for the next pre-season race. Not entirely sure. Just get a quick look. If we do have a second pre-season race, it will be next week. I think we will have a second pre-season race, but the season 4 of the Formula 2 Championship here in Liga Europe, it starts on the 4th of January, so make sure you guys tune in when the season gets underway for real, and we will be covering all the action here on the League of Europe channel. So thanks to everyone who tuned in. Hopefully my knowledge will be a lot better for the next race, and the racing fantastic. Congrats to Toxic for great performance, and to everyone here, we will catch you next time.